The Matrix Unveiled, A Journey Through Forbidden Knowledge, Part 3. Welcome to Positive Vortex. In Part 3 of The Matrix Unveiled, A Journey Through Forbidden Knowledge, we're diving deep into the world of symbols and rituals, the secret language of power used by hidden elites to influence and control our reality. From the occult roots of ancient sigils to the mysterious symbolism hidden in the US $1 bill, we'll uncover how these symbols shape our perceptions and silently guide the world around us. Let's pull back the curtain and reveal the truth they don't want you to see. Disney's role in the web of influence. Have you ever stopped to wonder how deeply a single company can shape the way you see the world? How much of your reality is framed by what you consume on screens, in stories, and through the culture that surrounds you? The Walt Disney Company, widely regarded as the epitome of family-friendly entertainment, is not just a creator of movies and theme parks, it's a cornerstone of the modern media empire. But with that immense reach comes immense power, and with that power, questions about its role in shaping perceptions, beliefs, and societal norms. In this part of The Matrix Unveiled, we take a deeper dive into Disney, not as a nostalgic factory of magic but as an essential node in the larger matrix of control. Through its monopoly on media, its corporate culture, and its leadership, Disney has become more than a company, it's a cultural institution that wields influence across the globe. Disney, more than just a media company. Disney's surface image is carefully crafted, a beacon of creativity, family entertainment, and innovation. But behind the beloved characters and fantastical stories lies a conglomerate of unparalleled power. The Walt Disney Company is one of 6 corporations that control a staggering 90% of the media consumed in the United States. This includes movies, TV shows, streaming services, theme parks, merchandise, and even news outlets. The consolidation of so much influence into so few hands has raised concerns about what messages are being prioritized, who decides the narratives, and what larger agendas may be at play. Through its acquisitions of companies like Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, Star Wars, and 21st Century Fox, Disney has embedded itself in nearly every aspect of global culture. Whether it's a blockbuster movie, a theme park experience, or a streaming subscription, Disney has become an omnipresent force. But this dominance is not without controversy. The leadership behind Disney's empire. Behind the scenes, Disney is run by a small group of influential executives and board members who set the tone for its operations and content. Leaders like Bob Chapek, Alan Bugman, Susan Arnold, and others have steered Disney's growth and maintained its dominance in entertainment. However, their influence extends beyond the corporate world. These individuals sit at the crossroads of business, politics, and culture, often connected to powerful networks in other industries. Their ability to shape not only Disney's strategies but also broader public narratives has drawn both admiration and scrutiny. When such influence is concentrated in so few hands, it inevitably raises questions about transparency and accountability. Cultural programming and psychological influence. Disney's power lies not just in its financial empire but in its ability to shape minds, particularly those of children. Through movies, TV shows, and merchandise, Disney creates the stories that shape our earliest perceptions of good and evil, right and wrong, dreams and fears. But critics argue that Disney's role as a cultural programmer goes beyond innocent storytelling. Allegations of subliminal messaging, psychological conditioning, and even monarch mind control have fueled debates about the darker undercurrents of its content. While these claims are often dismissed as conspiracy theories, they highlight a valid concern: how much of our worldview is shaped by the media we consume, and to what extent is that shaping intentional? Consider the archetypes presented in Disney movies: the hero's journey, the damsel in distress, the savior complex. These tropes, while entertaining, subtly reinforce societal norms and hierarchies. Even Disney's portrayal of diversity has been criticized for promoting stereotypes or sanitizing history to fit its brand. Controversies in the shadows. Disney's image as a wholesome entertainment giant has not shielded it from darker accusations. Over the years, allegations of labor exploitation, abuse within the entertainment industry, and even connections to human trafficking have emerged. While many of these claims remain unverified or speculative, they raise questions about the ethics behind the company's operations. One of the most troubling accusations involves the exploitation of child actors and the pressures placed on them by the entertainment industry at large. Disney stars are often thrust into the spotlight at a young age, facing immense pressure to maintain their image and brand. The transition from child star to adult performer is notoriously fraught, with many former Disney actors speaking out about their struggles with mental health, exploitation, and manipulation. Disney and the media monopoly. Disney's role in shaping global culture is inseparable from its position within a broader media monopoly. Alongside CBS, Viacom, Time Warner, and others, Disney is part of a tightly interconnected web of corporations that control most of what we see, hear, and consume. This concentration of power allows these corporations to dictate not just entertainment but public perception, political discourse, and societal priorities. For example, media giants often collaborate with public relations firms, advertising agencies, and political lobbyists to craft narratives that align with their interests. These narratives shape public opinion, reinforce consumer habits, and even influence policy decisions. The web of influence, beyond Disney. Disney is not an isolated player, it exists within a network of interconnected industries that collectively shape the matrix of control. Public relations and perception management. Public relations firms like Edelman and 5WPR play a significant role in managing the image of corporations like Disney. These firms craft messages, deflect criticism, and create narratives that serve their clients' interests. Through carefully curated media campaigns, they can influence how the public perceives not only corporations but also larger societal issues. The music industry's role in culture. Music, like film and television, is a powerful tool for cultural influence. Executives like Clive Davis, Monte Lipman, and Rick Rubin have shaped the soundtracks of generations, embedding cultural messages into art. Disney itself has leveraged music as a core component of its empire, from iconic movie soundtracks to branded pop stars. Publishing and media narratives. Newspapers, magazines, and online media outlets remain critical tools for shaping public discourse. Figures like Jonathan Greenblatt and Mortimer Zuckerman are key players in this space, controlling the platforms that dictate what stories are told and how they are framed. Elite networks, fact or fiction. As we examine Disney's influence within the broader matrix of control, it's impossible to ignore the persistent theories about elite networks like the Illuminati, Freemasons, and Rothschild family. These groups are often cited in discussions about media monopolies and global agendas, but their role is often exaggerated or misunderstood. While there is evidence of historical influence by certain families or organizations, modern conspiracy theories frequently oversimplify complex systems of power. Instead of attributing global control to secret cabals, it's more productive to analyze the structural forces, corporate monopolies, lobbying, and systemic inequality that allow such concentrations of influence to persist. The Disney paradox. Disney represents a paradox, a company that creates joy and wonder while simultaneously exemplifying the dangers of concentrated corporate power. Its ability to shape culture, influence narratives, and dominate the entertainment industry makes it both a beacon of creativity and a potential instrument of control. Understanding Disney's role in the Matrix isn't about vilifying the company or its leaders, it's about recognizing the systems of power that shape our world and questioning the narratives we take for granted. By peeling back the layers, we can begin to see the invisible forces at work and decide for ourselves what stories we want to believe. Symbolism and rituals, the secret language of power. Symbols are the hidden language of power, an invisible system of communication that transcends words and logic. For centuries, symbols have been used by secret societies, occult practitioners, religious institutions, and ruling elites to embed their ideologies, intentions, and control mechanisms into the physical and cultural world around us. These symbols are not random designs or arbitrary shapes, they are deliberate tools of influence, crafted to embed meaning directly into the subconscious mind, bypassing the conscious filters of critical thought. Why are symbols so important? because they speak to the deepest parts of the human psyche, tapping into archetypes, shared histories, and universal truths that resonate across cultures and time periods. In the hands of secret societies, symbols serve as both a form of identification and a method of control. They are markers of allegiance, signals of intent, and, most importantly, psychological weapons. In this expanded exploration, we'll uncover the roots of symbolism in ancient occult practices, dissect the hidden meanings of some of the most pervasive symbols in modern society, and reveal how these symbols and rituals are used by elite groups to manipulate perception, shape behavior, and maintain dominance over humanity. A brief history of symbols and their power. Since the dawn of human civilization, symbols have been a way for humans to encode complex ideas into a single visual representation. Ancient shamans, priests, and magicians understood that symbols were not just representations but conduits of power. These early practitioners believed that symbols could be imbued with energy and intention, allowing them to influence reality itself. The role of sigils in ancient magic. One of the earliest uses of symbolism can be traced back to the concept of sigils. A sigil is a unique, crafted symbol created for a specific purpose in magical or ritualistic practices. Ancient practitioners believed that by creating a sigil and focusing their intent on it, they could summon spiritual forces, alter events, or influence individuals. These sigils were often inscribed on temples, artifacts, or ritual tools, linking them to divine or cosmic energies. For example, the Seal of Solomon, the hexagram used in both Jewish mysticism and ceremonial magic to control spirits or demons. Runes, ancient Norse symbols believed to hold magical properties, used for divination and protection. Egyptian hieroglyphs, not just a written language, but a symbolic system representing spiritual truths and cosmic forces. These ancient practices have not disappeared, they have evolved. Today, the same principles of symbolic influence can be seen in corporate logos, political emblems, and media imagery, which act as modern sigils, subtly shaping our perceptions and behaviors. The language of secret societies. Secret societies such as the Freemasons, Illuminati, Knights Templar, and Rosicrucians have long used symbols as a way to communicate their beliefs, intentions, and control over the world. These symbols are often designed to carry multiple layers of meaning, one for the initiated who understand their deeper significance, and another for the uninitiated who see only their surface-level design. The dual nature of symbols. Esoteric meaning. This is the hidden or occult meaning, accessible only to those initiated into the secret society or belief system. For example, the all-seeing eye represents divine enlightenment to some but serves as a symbol of surveillance and control to others. Exoteric meaning. This is the public-facing meaning, which often appears harmless or positive. For example, the pentagram might be marketed as a symbol of harmony and balance, while its occult roots tie it to rituals of power. Symbols used by secret societies are not just aesthetic choices, they are tools for influencing mass consciousness. When placed in prominent locations or repeated in media, these symbols create a kind of energetic imprint on the collective psyche, reinforcing the agendas of those who wield them. The power of numbers in occult symbolism. Numbers hold a special place in occult practices and secret societies. Numerology, the belief that numbers carry intrinsic spiritual or energetic properties, is a cornerstone of many esoteric traditions. Secret societies use numbers not just for symbolic purposes, but also as a way to encode messages, establish rituals, and align their actions with perceived cosmic laws. Key occult numbers. 1. 666, known as the number of the beast in Christian eschatology, 666 is deeply tied to Luciferian ideologies and represents materialism, control, and manipulation. It is believed to be embedded in financial systems, UPC barcodes, digital currency, as a mark of dominance. 2. 13, symbolic of rebellion, transformation, and the Illuminati's 13 bloodlines. The number appears repeatedly in Masonic and Illuminati symbolism, including the 13 stars, stripes, and arrows on the US dollar bill. 3. 33, a sacred number in Freemasonry, representing the highest degree in the Scottish Rite. It signifies spiritual enlightenment, mastery, and cosmic alignment. These numbers appear repeatedly in architecture, dates, corporate branding, and media, subtly reinforcing their symbolic power. The US dollar bill, a masterpiece of occult symbolism. The US $1 bill is one of the most analyzed and scrutinized pieces of currency in the world, and for good reason. Its design is a treasure trove of Masonic and Illuminati symbolism, encoding messages about power, control, and allegiance to hidden agendas. The pyramid and the all-seeing eye. The pyramid, topped by the all-seeing eye, is the most recognizable symbol on the dollar bill. The pyramid represents hierarchy, with the masses at the base and the elite at the top. It also reflects the structure of secret societies, where knowledge and power are concentrated in the hands of a few. The all-seeing eye symbolizes surveillance, omnipresence, and the watchful gaze of Lucifer or divine oversight, depending on interpretation. Annuit coeptis and Novus Ordo Seclorum. Annuit coeptis, Latin for he, God, approves our undertakings. This phrase can be interpreted as divine sanction for the creation of a new world order. Novus Ordo Seclorum, Latin for the new order of the ages, often linked to the Illuminati's vision of global governance. The number 13. The number 13 is embedded throughout the dollar bill. 13 stars above the eagle's head. 13 steps on the pyramid. 13 arrows in the eagle's talon. 13 leaves and berries on the olive branch. This repetition is not accidental. In Illuminati symbolism, 13 represents their 13 ruling bloodlines, as well as rebellion and transformation. Bohemian Grove, rituals of the elite. Another notorious example of symbolism in action is the Bohemian Grove, a secretive gathering of the world's most powerful figures, including politicians, CEOs, and media moguls. At these annual meetings, members perform rituals, including the infamous cremation of Care, in front of a massive owl statue believed to represent Moloch, an ancient deity associated with child sacrifice. The owl, which also appears on the dollar bill, is a symbol of esoteric wisdom and death. These rituals, which are dismissed by participants as theatrical performances, are believed to reaffirm the elite's power and allegiance to hidden ideologies. Everyday symbols, the hidden language of control. The influence of secret societies and their symbols extends far beyond rituals and currency. These symbols surround us in our daily lives, from corporate logos to entertainment. For example, corporate logos, many feature Masonic or occult symbols, such as pyramids, eyes, or hexagrams. Media and entertainment, movies, TV shows, and advertisements often include subliminal messages or occult imagery, conditioning viewers to accept specific ideas or behaviors. Architecture, government buildings, monuments, and city layouts frequently incorporate Masonic designs, embedding these symbols into the fabric of society. The psychological impact of symbols. Why are symbols so effective? Because they bypass the rational mind and speak directly to the subconscious. When we see a symbol repeatedly, it creates a psychological association, reinforcing specific ideas or emotions without our conscious awareness. This is why secret societies place such importance on embedding their symbols in everyday life. They are shaping how we think, feel, and behave without us even realizing it. A world governed by symbols. The use of symbolism by secret societies is not merely decorative, it is a deliberate strategy for exerting control over the masses. These symbols are embedded in every aspect of our lives, from the money we use to the entertainment we consume, creating a web of influence that shapes our reality. By understanding the hidden language of symbols, we begin to see the structures of power that govern our world and the mechanisms used to maintain them. Symbols are not just tools of the elite, they are keys to unlocking the truth about the systems of control that shape our existence. But to unlock this truth, we must first learn to see what has been hidden in plain sight. Only then can we begin to break free from the Matrix. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the secrets of symbols and rituals in the Matrix Unveiled, Part 3. If you found this video intriguing, be sure to check out the links in the description for more fascinating resources. Don't forget to subscribe to Positive Vortex for more thought-provoking content, and if you enjoyed this exploration, click the thanks button to show your support. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and I'll see you in the next episode.